one-sided limits. Let's say you have a graph where it goes something like that, and then it takes a jump, and then it continues afterwards. And say this is some number, say 7, and let's say this is maybe 4, and let's say this is maybe 6. So notice this function, as x approaches 7 from the left, so if you approach 7 from the left, that means you are going in this direction. You're traveling on the graph this way. And you write this as x approaches 7 with a minus sign, f of x. Now this happens to be equal to 4. Because as x approaches 7 from the left, your graph, your y values approach 4. And then the limit as x approaches 7 from the right, you write with a plus, and this happens to be, so this time you're approaching 7 from the right. So on the right side of 7, you're looking at this part of the graph. So you're approaching what y value? 6. So to be clear, this point is 7, 4. And this point, that hole, the graph does not exist there. That is 7, 6. So this point. So at 7, the value of the function is 4, and also the left limit is 4. But the right limit happens to be 6. So we say that the one-sided limits, they are different, and then we say this limit does not exist. Or let me say it, write this statement, limit x approaches 7 minus is not equal to limit x approaches 7 plus. So limit x approaches 7 of f of x does not exist. Now this is one definition, or one way a problem could be asked. And if they give you the graph, then it's easy to tell that the left limit is not same as right limit, because these two pieces don't meet. Now sometimes we will be provided with a piecewise function. So your graph, your function could be either given as a graph, or it could be written as an equation. Usually if it's just a single equation, we are fine. But let's say it's defined something like this: x square minus 2 whenever x is greater than or equal to 3, and say 5x when x is less than 3. Now if you want to find the limit as x approaches 3 from the left of f of x, then from the left means x is always less than 3, because you're approaching from the left. So you're in this part of the definition of function. So you want to plug x equal to 3 there, and notice that this is 15. And you also find limit x approaches 3 plus. Then 3 plus means x is more than 3. So we are in this part of the definition. So x, we plug 3 there, and this happens to be 9 minus 2 equals 7. And again, these two limits are not equal, so we can write down that the limit x approaches 3 f of x does not exist. All right, these are the two examples of one-sided limits we have seen. It could be either presented as a graph or a piecewise function, and you do the same. For a graph, it's easy to tell. For a function, you'll have to plug and check. So that's all I have for this video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.